We are back with another Etheria Restart video, and I wanted to go over who I think is going to be one of the most valuable 4-stars in PvP. They're honestly pretty solid in PvE as well, and there's really only two that really comes to mind. It's Kraken and Marvell, and today I wanted to cover Marvell. This guy's a problem. So we're going to go over his kit. I'm going to go over just pretty much my build, what I had on him. I was late to the beta, unfortunately. I was touching grass with my girlfriend for 5 days, so yeah, sorry. I'll vow to never leave my house again to make sure that I'm up to date on all the gacha games that I play. Roughly around 32 of them once Azure Familia comes up, because realistically, I've been thinking about getting really full-time because of the fact that, Du is telling me in which that I have to play more gacha games. So let's go over this. Marvell. So we're gonna, as we go over the kit, you're gonna see really one big theme is that he's all about turn manipulation and really silencing the units. He is a light SR unit, which is really great, so that way he can go up against the RGB units and not really have to worry about the affinity issues. Now, what do I mean by that? One thing to keep in mind when you play Etheria Restart is these are the affinities: red, green, blue, RGB, light, and dark. So if you have affinity advantage, you get crit rate, you get your increased crit rate, and you get, additionally increased damage by 15%. However, the affinity disadvantage is pretty rough. You get 30% reduction on crit rate and a 50% reduction on effect accuracy, as well as your damage going down by 15%. With the RGB, to my understanding, the way this works is, well, it's just neutral to these. And most players are going to have RGB units compared to the light and dark unless they're mega whales. So this is already a positive in owning him because, well, he doesn't have to deal with this for 3 out of the 4 other elements, right? So first skill is going to be Disintegrated. Pretty much, it says deals 240% damage to a single enemy with a 50% chance of stealing 25% of their turn meter from the target. Pretty basic stuff here. Now we get into skill 2, which is Tactical Silence, and has a cooldown of 3 turns. Be quiet, do not disturb the analysis efficiency. Actually, deals 330% damage to the main target and a random enemy with a 50% chance to inflict silence for 1 turn. So if you look at silences, you can only cast 1 skill. You are going to be able to potentially silence up to 2 units out of the 4 enemies, right? So if you attack, let's say, for example, the person in front of you is Tiamat, and all the way to the left is going to be Sonya. You could attack Tiamat. She won't get silenced, but Sonya might get silenced. So keep in mind that you do have that option to silence 2 out of the 4 of them. So pretty much that's half the team, right? Pretty good stuff here. And obviously, once you level it up, it increases the multiplier damage to 300%, increase the chance of inflicting silence, increase the damage, and reduce the skill cooldown by 1 turn. So instead of it being a 3 turn, it will be a 2 turn. Now we get to skill 3. This is where it gets a little crazy. Skill 3 deals 280% damage to all enemies with a 100% chance to inflict a 2 turn speed and res, and 60% chance to decrease the target's turn meter by 50%. So it's going to decrease the speed by 30% and decrease the effect res by 40%. But to me, the big thing that I've been able to utilize in RTA is this portion. 60% chance to decrease the target's turn meter by 50%. When you activate this, you're going to see the turn meter, and I'll show you some gameplay in a moment. I'm going to give you some commentary over it. Your units jump the gun a lot of the times. Obviously, there's only a 60% chance, but when you look over here, it says increase damage to 280, turn meter setback effect to 50%, increase the chance to inflicting speed and res to 100, and then reduce the cooldown by 1. So the cooldown will be 3 as opposed to the 4. So in total, this cooldown will get to 3, this will get to 2, and you're going to be pretty much silencing and reducing speed like a motherfucker. Straight up. I'll leave my build towards the end of the video. Again, I was only able, I think, peak bronze 3. I really didn't have much time with the game, unfortunately. But so now I want to get into some gameplay. I'm going to go over my RTA really combat and just kind of commentate, go over my thought process, my team compositions, what I was doing here, because my strategy was to go in, silence with Marvell, and then use that to front load as much damage as possible. And by that point, I could pick up the scraps, and if their sustainer's gone, I'm good. Maybe if their main DPS is gone, we're good. Now, obviously, it didn't always work. I did get clapped a couple times, but let's go over it. So I'm here in RTA, and pretty much what I like to do is lock down Marvell as fast as possible, because to be honest with you, Marvell, Kraken, and Masya are units that I see get taken up instantaneously, along with Tiamat. Tiamat's amazing. And so they're going with a dark character here, I'm going to fast forward here to kind of show you what I was going up against. They have a Masia and a dark character. I was like, oh man, this is going to be fun. So I'm picking my Tiamat and Rosa because those are my main DPSs, besides Masia. We're winding up here with a Marvell, Tiamat, Sonya, and Hellkid versus their Hellrich, Linglu, Lian, and Klaus, right? I banned their Masia. I know who that homie is. I'm good. I ain't trying to fight him. Now, keep in mind, in the beta, a lot of people are under-geared, including myself, so sometimes you do a lot of damage, sometimes you don't. So she's starting off her taunt instantaneously. Very interesting that my teammate was going first. So I'm able to taunt most of the enemies. Now, pay attention to the turn meter right here. Once I use my skill 3 with Marvell, we're going to use turn meter. Bam! Gonna go off right here type shit. Easy. I attack the dark unit to get as much damage as possible. My Hellkid and Sonya jumps up instantaneously. They go backwards. And if you notice, this unit literally just went, but my Marvell is going to go after them, or excuse me, before them. You know, they went up on the turn meter as well. So now we use our Hellkid, we get our sustain up. I'm going to attack the green character, the RGB. You want to match those elements as much as possible. And pretty much, you just go from here. So with my Sonya, no one's really hurt, so I'm just going to do a basic attack. I like to save my revive for when someone's really dead, or if they're about to die. And you know, they're going to probably shield over here. This is a really good sustain. They're actually really annoying to fight, genuinely. But I'm going to now use my basic, I think. I don't think I shield here. I think shielding would be a little bit of a misplay by myself. Good thing I didn't do that. We're going to try to silence her. I don't think it works. Oh, we silenced both of them. Perfect. I don't remember this match. I ain't going to lie to you. I know that I probably win, though, because I'm like that. Sorry. So, yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezer right there. Just gets Hellkid shields down. Now, Lian is a really solid unit from what I've seen. I've been bodied by multiple Lians. Just keep this in mind. If we're getting this unit for free, this is a character you probably want to look into building. Did a pretty solid amount of damage there, realistically, right? So they're going to go again. Let's see. That phony-ass Silver Wolf. Now I'm going to shield with my Tiamat, most likely. I lied to you. I'm thinking about it. I don't know what I want to do. I want to shield just to play it a little bit safe. We go Hellkid. We could just attack with Hellkid right here. Bam. And then now we can just do our normal attack here. Lian's one tap. It's looking pretty solid for us. And again, this is pretty much due to the fact that I've set myself up for success. I sound like DJ Khaled here with the key, because I was able to use my Marvell at the beginning and do action advance as much as I possibly could. So he's going to go off here. Boom. Massive damage. Nuclear damage. Within my teammate activates, goes sicko mode. And they're just going to do a tornado and boom. Lian's down. Homie over there is about to be dead. And we actually should be able to take him out before she goes. So she wouldn't be able to sustain. So we do the attack meter there. He goes back. Notice real quick. Notice his placement. So he's right here. Has placement higher than Tiamat. I do my normal attack. He goes behind Tiamat and behind the other unit that just went. This is why I'm saying that normal attack, although it's just a normal attack, is pretty fucking solid. That skill 1 is really good. Keep that in mind. So when you're going to attack with skill 1, again, to my understanding, please correct me if I am wrong. This is from my observations. Before you do your attack with your skill 1, you kind of want to look at the turn meter and see maybe who you could push back, depending on the placement, right? So just a little thingy there, you know, because I'm a Widow professional, you know, it is what it is. Okay. You have 3 buttons. You got to pick something. Yeah, clearly going to go with your sustain here. It is what it is. Now, Hellkid's going to just only do a basic attack. Unfortunate, rather sad. And then Sonya, again, she's known to do DPS here, so boom. My Tiamat is going to go sicko mode once again. Bam. Light work. And so, really good clear. Really solid match. My drafting could have possibly been a little bit better, realistically. But again, I only had limited characters. I don't have anything up, so I'm just going to go try to silence. It didn't move their turn meter at all. Unfortunate. It's big L, big saddies. I'm going to hit him with the iDubbbz L Fortnite move in a moment. And yeah, now we just kind of basic and normal them down right here, you know? Blue on blue right here. No type of elemental affinity loss or gain here. And I get the dub. W's. Put some W's in the chat, by the way. And to showcase another match real quick. So, again, She is such a useful unit, but again, I try my hardest to go light dark first. That way I don't give up my RGB hand. So now I can kind of see what elements they're going to pick and try to counter that. So this matchup, we're looking at me banning Doki Doki. Cannot stand Doki Doki. So this is the enemy lineup, and they banned my Sonya, which was a very interesting choice to me. I felt that realistically Sonya is a good ban, but I thought they'd ban Masya instead, or they would ban Marvell, because Marvell and Kraken are really solid picks to ban. So here, Lily's going to go first. She's going to do her buffs, obviously, whatever. Now, do I silence off Rip here? I do silence here, and I move their turns back even more. I don't know if that was honestly the correct play here, if you want me to be very transparent, but it is what it is. I drop my Hellkid, nuke, he goes crazy. Moss is about to go in and just obliterate everyone. Right here, bam. So turn manipulation wise, I probably could have saved it, but I did get those other debuffs from it, so I'm not stressing too much. And she's going to take Tiamat out, or Leanne out, I'm sorry, excuse me. And Marvel's going again. Marvell is going again before everyone else. So, listen, man, when you look at them, now we're going to probably go with a silence, trying to silence Lily here. Hopefully it silences one of them. It only silences Jimbo over there to the far right, which is unfortunate, because he's just a bum. He's just a bum, right? And so they're going to use their Tiamat here. Really not too much damage. Still had my shield up, so I'm not stressing it too much. And they're going to use this unit. He's probably not going to do a lot of damage, and we know Lily's not going to do anything crazy damage-wise. So I know, looking at this order, that my Masya is going to come up again. I should be able to get a kill. Oh, and obviously, Hellkid, I think, might have advanced a little bit here. Bam. So I'm going to go for the kill. Now, I thought maybe using that I might get my invincibility, but I didn't. Rather unfortunate. But we win. Again, using Marvell as fast as I possibly can. Lock him in. Try to front load everything ASAP. ASAP. Front load everything. So one more match. This is the team composition that we're rocking. We are fighting Klaus, Bayo, Leanne, and Ling Leo. And they banned my Hellkid. I have my Tiamat, my Rosa, my Sonya, and Marvell. And as we see, I'm going to go first because I'm simply better than everyone. My name is Eugene, and I'm smarter than you. Tiamat goes first. We're going to do the taunt off Rip. We're looking pretty solid here because of that elemental affinity damage. So this is going to be an easy dub. Easy dubs in the chat. Again, silence all of them. Pull up with Rosa. Get a massive nuclear clear here. And then just recycle. Yep. Gone. Gone. Easy. And yep. It's pretty much that, man. It's pretty much that. Again, I don't want to sit here and pretend I'm better or that or whatever the case may be. This person just clearly had super underdeveloped teammates, and they forfeited. So this is obviously in the beta. Once you get to endgame, it's going to be a little bit different. But to me, I'm assuming this strategy is going to be there. It seems like this is a solid play style that you're going to run with either Marvell or Kraken, right? So I will leave my stats and stuff towards the end of the video. I'll leave my stats and stuff. I'll put that up on the screen in a moment. Had limited farming with them, but hey, you know what? It worked out. For the time being, we did pretty decent. We won some, we lost some. Let me know what you think. I love you. Mwah. I'll see you in the next one.
Hyperlinker お前にもわかるはずだ。
力があるからこそ自らの意志で確かな選択をできる。みんなから見れば安全防務所から出るのはあまりいい選択には見えないだろうな。だがそうしなきゃいけない理由がある。くだらぬことで我の安眠を邪魔するな。
美しい過去などもう思い出せない。ただ怒りと恨みが我の傷口からは流れ出ている。
ルール？口先だけの連中には必要でしょうけど、私には関係ないわ。私が野蛮ですってそのうち思い知るわ。暴力こそ最も効果的な解決策で、私はそれを完璧に実行できる存在だということをね。
永遠の敵なんていない。あるのは永遠の利益のみ。金さんというのは貪欲の巨獣なんだ。うまく制御できなければ君を丸飲みにする。人の心の変化もリスクになる。常に制御下に置かねば。
こんにちは、マジシャンのリリです。今から華麗なる盗み聞きしないでくださいよ。
どうしたんだい？何かデータが必要かな？
世界で命は常に巡り、自然の力が溢れてます。